Ladies and gentlemen, to say that Tulsi Gabbard is unfit to serve as director of the National Intelligence is an understatement. Let's get into today's video. President-elect Donald Trump's pick for the most important intelligence job in the United States government. A U.S. intelligence agencies, or all 18, a massive job that oversees all 18 U.S. intelligence agencies include the Central Intelligence Agency, the National Security Agency, has no background in intelligence whatsoever, and has never managed much of anything. Even more worryingly, as some meant to advertise the president and protect our nation's secrets from our adversaries, Gabbard has cozied up to the last two vicious dictators who are America's enemies, Syria's Bashar al-Assad, responsible for the deaths of hundreds of thousands of his own civilians, and Russia's Vladimir Putin, whose deadly invasion of Ukraine has resulted in 1 million deaths. Instead of holding the guilty accountable, she has defended Assad and blamed the U.S. and NATO for the Ukraine war. An Army Nation or National Guard veteran, Gabbard, was a Democratic member of Congress from Hawaii, when she went outside government channels to organize a secret 4-day trip to Syria in 2017 and met with Assad, repeatedly used deadly gas on his own citizens. But of course, Gabbard pronounced herself skeptical that Assad used chemical weapons, despite then-President Trump's declaration based on U.S. intelligence reports that there can be no dispute that Syria used banned chemical weapons. When she ran for president in 2019, Gabbard refused to call Assad a war criminal and, most alarmingly of all, declined to reply when asked if she would trust her own intelligence community if she were elected. Gabbard has appeared so many times on Russian state television that state-run media have jokingly referred to her as a Russian agent. Among Putin's talk points, she's repeatedly is Russia's outrageous claim that it invaded Ukraine to protect itself from secret U.S.-funded biological warfare labs, a claim easily debunked by the facts. The U.S. funds a public effort in Ukraine to reduce the threat of infectious disease outbreaks. The year Gabbard was put on a travel watch list by the U.S. Transportation Agency when her overseas travel patterns and foreign connections triggered a government algorithm, something that may be unprecedented for an appointee to a sensitive top government position. Appointees are required to undergo extensive background checks, explain travel and foreign contacts. But Trump has said he may skip background checks altogether. Gabbard is so unfit for the job that it's tempting to think her nomination might be a head fake, that Donald Trump knows she won't be confirmed, but believes the Senate would feel compelled to confirm almost anyone he might name to replace her. But her appointment is just the latest example of Trump's complete disregard for the rules and standards for handling intelligence and for the highly trained professionals who keep our nation safe. Last year, a grand jury indicted Trump on 40 felony counts, including under the Espionage Actions Act for his alleged mishandling of classified documents. Justice Department prosecutors asserted that Trump violated the law when he left the White House in 2021 and took 10,000 official government documents with him, including 340 that were classified and uncontained sensitive details about U.S. nuclear weapons and spy satellites. The secret documents were found by the FBI in a jumble of boxes kept in unsecured locations, including a bathroom at Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort in Palm Beach, Florida, where more than 150 major social events, including weddings, were held while boxes were there. It wasn't the first time that Trump's treated classified national security information in a cavalier and reckless fashion, doing out tidbits like party favors. In 2017, then President Trump shared highly classified information with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak, exposing secrets of a close U.S. ally. I was chairman, the article reads, of the U.S. National Intelligence Council, and if I had done any of these things, I'd been in jail long ago. Trump has repeatedly denounced intelligence professionals who work for the U.S. government as members of the deep state that he says tried to undermine him in office and target his campaigns. Now he is seeking to install as their boss an unqualified toady who will bend intelligence to his will. It is obvious that Trump's three least qualified appointees are those who he initially selected to oversee intelligence and the Department of Defense and Justice, agencies that Trump failed to cajole into submission and stack with psychopaths the last time around. Other government agencies advise presidents, but the leaders of intelligence, defense, and justice departments have a special power to tell a president no when a plan or policy is illegal or unfeasible or threatens our national security. Trump's choices make clear that he wants to reverse that tradition or make sure that these departments are led by toadies who will do his bidding. The National Intelligence Council, where I twice had the honor to hold leadership positions, is staffed by men and women who serve their country, not any political party. Indeed, with few expectations, I never knew the politics of those who worked with me. They sought to tell the truth or tell truth to power. They knew that the policymakers they served had biased and pet projects, and they knew that the ground truth intelligence they were responsible for would on occasion challenge those preconceptions. It reads, sometimes they had to rain on the parade of those policy preferences, laying out why a project probably wouldn't work. During President Bill Clinton's administration, I remember an intelligence assessment that concluded that arming the Bronx Muslims who were being ethnically cleansed by their Serbian and Croatian neighbors was a terrible idea. The problem was there was one who thought among the Bosniaks wasn't a bad idea, Clinton, but in the end he listened to his intelligence advisors. Intelligence officers understand they are on the same team as the policy officials they advise, but their role is different. Consider the intelligence briefers who come to work at 4 a.m. to prepare reports and then fan out across Washington to brief Senate senior officials. They get very uncomfortable when a conversation turns political, to the sideline, or ignore those who have good reasons good reasons and good intel when they say no is unwise for any administration and dangerous for the nation. A distinguished civil servant and friend, the hate helmet Hell, that was the nickname. Sonfeld used to say that people go into government to accomplish great things, but quickly realize that just preventing a civil, uh, preventing a silly thing or two from happening is a big success. Intelligence can be instrumental in that process and even, on occasion, may help policy officials understand foreign policies or politics well enough to frame better policies in pursuit of their interests. The nation is in danger if the president surrounds himself with yes men and yes women and won't listen to the facts. By appointing Gabbard to be Director of National Intelligence, Trump has not just opened the country to that danger, he has embraced it. Senate Republicans need to stand up in their constitutional obligations to give advice and consent and unequivocally vote her down. Gregory F. Treversion, former chief of the National Intelligence Council from 2014 to 2017 and vice chairman from 1993 to 1995, served as one of the first Senate Select Committee on Intelligence and oversaw the writing of America's National Intelligence Estimates. He is a professor of the practice at the University of Southern California and chair of the Global Technopolitics Forum. Well, guys, that is gonna do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. This will definitely help me out in the long run. And if you did like this content, and if you do like this content, this type of content that I am putting out, please do feel free to give me your feedback down below in the comment section, and I will see you guys later.